The Philippines' historical choice of the United States as a strategic partner is deeply rooted in pivotal moments that have shaped their enduring relationship. From the annals of history, the Battle of Manila Bay in 1898 marked a turning point, leading to the collapse of Spanish colonial rule and the subsequent 48-year period of American influence until the Philippines gained independence in 1946.
To proclaim the independence of the Philippines as a separate and self-governing nation.
The influx of Americans, including retired soldiers and military personnel, showcased an early connection that expanded with the arrival of American teachers under the 1901 Education Act. The shared history is evident in the strong people-to-people ties, with over 4 million Filipino Americans in the U.S. and nearly 300,000 U.S. citizens calling the Philippines home. The bilateral bond is further strengthened by common democratic values, emphasized through collaborative efforts on human rights, labor rights, and the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty of 1951. This commitment extends to economic ties, with two-way trade and investment activities exceeding $18.9 billion in 2020. Recent developments, such as President Biden's initiative to send a trade and investment group to the Philippines, demonstrate a forward-looking approach to encourage U.S. companies to invest in various sectors. The multifaceted partnership also extends to health security, environmental protection, and clean energy initiatives, highlighting a shared commitment to addressing global challenges. The U.S. contribution of over $135 million in development assistance, including substantial COVID-19 aid and vaccine donations, showcases a cooperative effort to enhance health infrastructure and community resilience. The Philippines' choice of the United States is underscored by a shared vision for the future.
We are standing shoulder to shoulder in combating COVID-19 and looking at ways to build back better from the pandemic. And of course, the Philippines is a strong supporter of the rules-based international order, including freedom of navigation.
Collaborative initiatives, such as the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity and the hosting of the Indo-Pacific Business Forum, exemplify joint efforts to promote economic growth and regional stability. The decision to create a physical Open RAN interoperability lab in Manila and strengthen ties in space, situational awareness further aligns with the Philippines' strategic alignment with the U.S. In essence, the Philippines' choice of the United States is a culmination of historical ties, shared values, and a mutual commitment to addressing contemporary challenges. This enduring relationship encompasses diverse aspects, from cultural exchanges and economic cooperation to joint efforts in health security and environmental sustainability, reflecting a strategic alliance built on mutual respect and shared aspirations. The United States and the Philippines had a strong alliance during the Cold War, but its importance declined after the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Philippine Senate rejected renewing the 1947 Military Bases Agreement in 1991, leading to the departure of U.S. forces. Although the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty remained, it was unclear if there were any external threats to defend against. However, tensions with China over the South China Sea reignited the importance of the alliance. Despite challenges, the relationship between the two nations improved. In 2016, President Rodrigo Duterte questioned the alliance, but his outreach to China did not yield substantial results. Pressure from within the Philippine government and armed forces kept the Visiting Forces Agreement alive. The U.S. clarified its commitment to defending the Philippines in the South China Sea, leading to a positive shift in the alliance.
I want to be very clear. The United States defense commitment to the Philippines is ironclad.
In 2021, the defense secretaries of both countries outlined steps to modernize and strengthen the alliance, focusing on maritime security, military modernization, defense guidelines, and infrastructure projects. Efforts to enhance the alliance are underway, including a new maritime security dialogue and increased financial support. The alliance is now entering a new phase of cooperation, where both nations are discussing their expectations of each other in the event of a Taiwan contingency. The alliance is also deepening connections with other regional security networks, like the US-Australia-Japan Trilateral Alliance. The Philippines is strengthening its ties with Japan through defense agreements, and future joint exercises with US, Australian, and Japanese participation are on the horizon. The US-Philippines Philippines alliance has rapidly evolved over the last 18 months. In April 2023, the United States and the Philippines completed their annual military exercises called Balikatan. These exercises involved about 18,000 soldiers from both countries, making them the largest in the 38-year history of these drills. From 2002 onwards, the U.S. supported the Philippines against various terrorist groups and their outfits. U.S. aid included troops, military aid, and intelligence sharing. The Philippines implemented anti-terrorism measures, engaged in peace talks, and maintained a strong partnership with the U.S. for law enforcement and counterterrorism. In October 2022, the Biden administration released its National Security Strategy, NSS, which highlighted the Indo-Pacific region as a vital center of global politics. China is seen as the main competitor capable of reshaping the international order. Since President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. took office in the Philippines, there have been numerous activities at the diplomatic front with the United States. There seems a return to normalcy and warmth in the relationship with the U.S. According to experts, the Philippines is now interested not only in security assurances from the U.S., but also in the economic role that the U.S. can play in the Philippines. President Marcos visited Washington and, along with U.S. President Joe Biden, released the bilateral defense guidelines outlining security priorities.
We have strong ties, including millions of Filipino Americans who are very proud of their ancestry and desperately want us to continue to have a strong relationship.
This busy engagement between the two countries indicates that there are overdue matters being addressed. Under the previous administration, the Philippines shifted its foreign policy towards Beijing as it pursued its economic goals. However, experts highlight that the U.S.-Philippine alliance remained crucial to the country's foreign and security policy. While the previous government had a flexible approach in dealing with China, it didn't bring significant economic and development cooperation. President Marcos Jr.'s administration seems more willing to acknowledge China's challenges to Philippine sovereignty and rights. The alliance with the U.S. includes intelligence sharing, cybersecurity and defense, and a stronger stance on territorial disputes in the South China Sea. While the Philippines and the United States improved their relationship, other groups like AUKUS, Australia, the United Kingdom, and the US have also become closer in the Indo-Pacific region. The Philippines supports AUKUS, especially as Australia plans to get nuclear-powered submarines and strengthen its military. The Philippines holds a vital position in the Indo-Pacific region and plays a crucial role in U.S. national interests in the area. As the oldest ally in Southeast Asia, the Philippines shares important security connections with the U.S. and is a significant non-NATO strategic partner. Additionally, both countries engage in substantial bilateral trade and investment. The U.S. government's strategic focus in the region, coupled with the long-standing close relationship between the two nations, present valuable opportunities to promote democratic values, open trade, and support the Philippines' journey towards self-reliance. The Philippines' government efforts align with key U.S. initiatives like the Indo-Pacific Transparency Initiative, Infrastructure Transaction Advisory Network, Digital Connectivity, and Cybersecurity Partnership, and Asia addresses the ongoing structural challenges and the current economic challenges in the Philippines. These strategic priorities are making the Philippines to become a most trusted partner of the U.S. in the Indo-Pacific region.